Welcome back to Stars Aligned. This is your Aquarius horoscope for May of 2026. Here is what you need to know before we get into the details. May is a month of results in one hand and a pleasant surprise in the other. On May 1st, a full moon in your career house delivers the fruit of the effort you have been putting in since the year began. At the same time, a new storyline quietly begins. The universe is preparing something good for you, and the signals of it start arriving mid-month. Pluto, which has settled into your own sign for the long haul, turns retrograde in May, loosening the grip of fate and giving you far more freedom to make your own choices about your life. 3 dates will shape the month most powerfully. May 16th, when a new moon refreshes your home and family life. May 22nd, when the Sun meets Uranus in your house of joy and creativity, opening a 7-year chapter favorable to your sign. And May 26th, one of the most fortunate days of your year. Pay attention to these 3 dates. They are the lifting points of your month. Now let us walk through it properly. Let us start with the backdrop. Uranus returned to Gemini on April 26th, just before May began, and it will stay there for the next 7 years. For you as an Aquarius, Uranus in Gemini activates your 5th house of creativity, romance, children, and joy. This is one of the most genuinely pleasant long-term transits you can receive. Over the next 7 years, the universe will be introducing fresh inspiration, unexpected love, unusual creative opportunities, and new reasons to delight in your own life. And because Uranus in Gemini forms a supportive aspect to your sign, this chapter is in your favor. Also running through your chart is Pluto in Aquarius in your 1st house, which has been pressing directly on your identity for some time. May brings a reprieve because Pluto turns retrograde mid-month, giving you back agency over the direction of your life. Now here is what is actually happening in May. The month opens on May 1st with a full moon at 11 degrees of Scorpio. This full moon lands in your 10th house of career, status, and public reputation. Something significant you have been working toward reaches a culmination. A project at work is completing. A career outcome is arriving. A decision about your professional path is being made. A conversation with an authority figure finally happens. You may also receive a document that formalizes your status or meet with people who hold influence over your professional life. Scorpio full moons intensify whatever they touch, so whatever arrives around May 1st will feel significant. This is a moment to honor what you have built since the beginning of the year. The effort was seen. From May 3rd through May 17th, Mercury moves through Taurus and sits in your 4th house of home, family, and living space. Your mind slows down and grounds itself. After the fast fire of April, this grounding feels welcome. Your thinking becomes more practical. Your words become more patient. And your attention turns toward home. This is a period for family trips, conversations with relatives you do not often see, paperwork related to your property, household purchases, or arranging matters connected to where and how you live. On May 5th, Mars and Jupiter form a tense aspect, while Mercury and Pluto also form a tense aspect. This is the most difficult day of the month. Arguments, misunderstandings, or urgent disruptions to your plans are possible. Do not schedule important decisions, meetings, or confrontations on May 5th. Whatever can wait, let it wait. On May 6th, Venus forms a tense aspect to the black moon in its mundane placement, touching the axis of your 5th and 11th houses. You may recognize today that you have been quietly envious of someone else's success, or that you have felt undervalued in a group where you actually deserved more recognition than you received. The envy or insecurity that began around late November of 2025 loses its grip. You may also realize that a hobby or interest has been stealing time you should be using differently. Let the clarity arrive without judgment. Also on May 6th, Pluto stations retrograde at 5 degrees of Aquarius in your own 1st house. For you, this is a significant shift. Pluto has been applying pressure to your identity, your direction, and your relationship with fate itself. Pluto retrograde loosens this pressure and hands you back a larger measure of personal choice. Over the next 5 months, you have more say in where your life goes. External forces ease. Your own agency expands. Use the window well. On May 14th, the Sun conjuncts Mercury in your 4th house. This is a day when your perspective on home, family, or household matters may not be fully accurate. Do not make important decisions about your living situation, relatives, or domestic arrangements on this day. Something feels clearer than it actually is. Wait. The new moon on May 16th at 25 degrees of Taurus lands in your 4th house. This is a significant lunation for home and family life. New household goals. New priorities involving relatives. A potential move. Household purchases. Matters related to rent, mortgage, or the sale of property. A reorganization of domestic responsibilities. News involving a family member. Set intentions around the home you want to build over the next 12 months, both the physical space and the emotional one. And because this new moon is conjunct Uranus at 0 degrees of Gemini, what arrives may carry an unexpected twist. A surprise development. An opportunity you had not anticipated. Stay open to what wants to happen. Also on May 16th, Mars aligns with Chiron in your 3rd house of communication. An old wound may surface through someone's words today. A passing comment, an unwelcome reminder, or a memory you thought you had left behind may return. The risk is that you act from that wounded place. Notice what is activated. Do not act on it immediately. On May 17th, Mercury enters Gemini and moves into your 5th house of joy, creativity, children, and romance, forming a supportive aspect to your sign. This is a wonderful transit for you. Your mind brightens. Conversations become more playful. Your ability to connect, flirt, charm, and enjoy the people around you rises. This is a highly favorable period for spending time with your children, pursuing creative projects, meeting new people, and simply enjoying life. If you are single, this transit favors flirtation and meaningful new connections. If you are in a relationship, it brings more lightness to it. Mercury in your 5th house also supports intellectual play, games, puzzles, creative problem solving, learning for pleasure rather than necessity. On May 18th, 2 things happen on the same day that will define your next 7 years. First, Mercury conjuncts Uranus in Gemini in your 5th house. This is the first of a series of Mercury-Uranus conjunctions in your house of joy, and it brings sudden inspiration, unexpected creative ideas, new romantic possibilities, or surprising developments involving your children. Because this conjunction forms a supportive aspect to your sign, what arrives is likely to be pleasant rather than disruptive. Pay close attention to what captures your imagination between May 16th and May 23rd. It is the first signal of where joy and creativity will take you over the next 7 years. Second, Mars enters Taurus and moves into your 4th house of home and family, where it will stay until late June. This is an active transit for your home life. You may spend this period doing physical work on your living space, handling a move, making long-term purchases for your home, or working on a garden or outdoor space. This transit also shows up as practical care for family members, the kind of help that is tangible rather than emotional. You may be the one doing the heavy lifting, literally or metaphorically, for your household or your relatives. On May 19th, Venus enters Cancer and moves into your 6th house of daily work, routine, and health, where it will stay until June 13th. This brings noticeable improvements to your work life. A more pleasant work schedule, warmer relationships with colleagues, new clients or connections that feel enjoyable to work with. People who provide you with services during this window will do it well. Venus in your 6th house also favors taking better care of your body, beauty treatments, self-care practices, and attention to your physical presentation. Also on May 19th, Mercury sits between the lunar nodes while forming a supportive aspect to Pluto in your own sign. This alignment is especially powerful for you. It brings a sense of energetic fullness, money flowing in, satisfaction with where things stand, an important decision about your work that lands in your favor. This aspect gives you the feeling that what you need is coming toward you. Say yes to what arrives. On May 21st, the Sun enters Gemini and moves into your 5th house, where it will stay for the next month. The spotlight shifts to joy, creativity, children, and romance. This transit forms a supportive aspect to your sign, making the next month genuinely favorable for you. You will find yourself making room for what you enjoy alongside what you must do. This is an excellent month for social expression, creative work, and matters of the heart. You will present yourself as someone vibrant and interesting, and both personal and professional new connections are likely. Then comes May 22nd, one of the most significant days of your month and year. The Sun conjuncts Uranus at 0 degrees of Gemini in your 5th house. This is the first Sun-Uranus conjunction of a 7-year cycle, and it launches a long chapter favorable to your sign. This conjunction opens a new road, and the road is a pleasant one. Pleasant surprises from fate are ahead of you. Set intentions on this day. Be honest with yourself about what would genuinely bring you joy over the next 7 years. The choices you make in the days around May 22nd will shape how much delight, creativity, love, and aliveness you experience between now and 2033. On May 20th, the Sun sits between the lunar nodes while Mercury squares the black moon in its mundane placement. Today may bring decisions about how much money and time you are willing to invest in an idea, a creative project, or something involving your children. Additional expenses related to these areas may arise. Do not overspend, but also do not cut off something meaningful out of caution. Find the balance. May 26th is one of the most fortunate days of your year. The Sun forms a supportive aspect to Pluto in your own sign. Every Aquarius will feel this, but those born in January and the first days of February will feel it most powerfully. This is a day to celebrate, to share joy with the people you love, to take advantage of any opportunity to offer kindness, make someone laugh, or make a day brighter. The practical astrological wisdom of this day is simple. The more joy you offer and receive, the more good fortune flows back to you. This is not metaphor. It is how this particular aspect works. Do not waste the day on small grievances. Spend it generously. The month closes on May 31st with a full moon at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. This full moon lands in your 11th house of community, friendships, and social presence. Something collective is reaching completion. A group project concludes. A course you have been taking with others finishes. A friendship-based endeavor reaches a resolution. You may also receive important information you have been waiting for, or have a significant conversation with a sibling. But the energy of this full moon is sharp. It activates a sensitive axis in the mundane chart, so the days around May 31st require care. Do not take unnecessary risks with group projects, friendships, or social commitments under this moon. Here is the through line of your month, Aquarius. May is asking you to receive. The work you have done shows up. The pressure on your identity eases. The door to joy opens. The fortune that has been building arrives on May 26th. And a 7-year chapter of pleasant surprises begins around May 22nd. This is not a month of striving. This is a month of showing up to what is already moving toward you and allowing yourself to be surprised by how good it feels to let it in. A few practical recommendations for navigating May. First, honor the completion around May 1st. Let the career result land. You earned it. Second, avoid important decisions on May 5th and May 14th. These are days when clarity is compromised. Third, on May 16th, set intentions around your home and family life, and pay attention to what arrives unexpectedly. Fourth, between May 17th and May 23rd, notice what captures your joy. These are the seeds of a 7-year chapter of delight. Fifth, on May 22nd, open yourself to pleasant surprise. You do not need to engineer the next phase of your life. You need to receive it. Sixth, on May 26th, be generous with your joy. This is one of the most fortunate days of your year, and fortune multiplies when it is shared. Seventh, on May 31st, be cautious with group dynamics and do not rush decisions about friends or collaborative matters. One final note. Pluto in your own sign over the long term is reshaping who you are at the deepest level. Pluto retrograde in May gives you breathing room to make your own choices rather than being pressured by fate. Combined with Uranus in your 5th house opening a 7-year chapter of joy, this is actually a period of genuine expansion in your life. The identity work Pluto has been doing plus the opening Uranus is bringing that up to something hopeful. The self you are becoming is also a self more open to joy. Let both happen at once. Please remember that this video is for entertainment and personal reflection purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice of any kind. Every situation is unique, and if you are facing significant challenges, please consider speaking with a qualified professional. If this resonated with you, drop in the comments which transit you are most paying attention to this month. Save this video so you can come back to it as May unfolds. Thank you for being with Stars Aligned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a blessed month ahead. You got this.